700 BC. Founding of Rome. Have you ever wondered how one of the greatest civilizations in human history came into existence? How did a small settlement in Italy grow into an empire that ruled across continents? Today, we're diving deep into the origins of Rome, a story filled with heroism, cunning leadership, and the struggle for justice. From the ashes of Troy to the rise of a republic, from legendary heroes to ordinary citizens demanding their rights, Rome's story is not just history, it's a testament to the human spirit, resilience, and ambition. So, sit back as we journey into the legendary beginnings of Rome. The heroic origins of Rome. The story of Rome begins far from Italy, in the city of Troy, during the legendary Trojan War. Among the survivors was Aeneas, a noble prince guided by the goddess Venus, who led him safely through perilous journeys across the Mediterranean. Aeneas carried not only the hope of survival, but also the seeds of a destiny that would lead to the founding of Rome. Legend holds that Aeneas eventually reached the Italian peninsula and settled among the native tribes. He married Lavinia, daughter of King Latinus, and established a line of leaders known as the Latins, who became the ancestors of Rome. This tale of divine guidance and heroic perseverance gave the Romans a sense of destiny, that their city was born from noble bloodlines and heroic deeds. Early communities and cultural blending. In central Italy, the region known as Latium, small communities began to form. Romans intermarried with local tribes like the Sabines, blending cultures, customs, and traditions. Even Greeks from Arcadia influenced early settlements, bringing knowledge of trade, architecture, and religion. These early interactions created a unique cultural fabric. Rome was never built by a single group. It was forged from many peoples, each contributing ideas, skills, and beliefs that would shape its future identity. Evidence from archaeology shows that Rome started as scattered huts on the Palatine Hill, growing slowly into a city where trade, defense, and community were key priorities. It was here that the ideals of cooperation, loyalty, and resilience first took root. The birth of the Republic. By 509 BC, Rome transformed from a monarchy into a republic, a government where citizens had a voice and leaders were accountable. The legendary founder Romulus had already set the tone for inclusion by inviting the needy, the exiles, and the outcasts to join the city, creating a society built on unity and shared purpose. Romulus also established the Senate, a governing body of wise men who would guide Rome for centuries. This system laid the groundwork for one of the earliest examples of civic governance in history. Yet, life in the young republic was not without challenges. The patricians, the elite ruling class, held most of the power, while the plebeians, the common citizens, often faced unfair treatment. These inequalities sparked social tensions that would shape Rome's political evolution. Struggles and triumphs of the people. In 495 BC, the plebeians staged the first secession, withdrawing from the city in protest against oppression. This bold move forced the Senate to grant concessions, marking a major victory in the struggle for social justice. By 450 BC, the 12 Tables were created, Rome's first codified laws. They protected the rights of citizens, ensuring justice and fairness. The 12 Tables became a model of law, emphasizing that even the powerful must respect rules. These struggles were not just political events, they were defining moments that taught Romans the importance of courage, unity, and persistence. Every victory, whether through law or protest, strengthened the Republic and the city's identity. Military challenges and heroic legends. Rome's early years were also marked by conflicts. Rival tribes and powerful neighbors, like the Etruscans, challenged Rome's survival. But the Romans were clever and disciplined warriors. They learned to adapt tactics, fortify their city, and form alliances. Legendary heroes inspired generations. Horatius Cocles, for instance, famously defended the Sublician Bridge, holding off enemy forces to protect Rome. Stories like this were not just tales, they became moral lessons for courage, sacrifice, and duty. As Rome faced these challenges, it expanded its territory, strengthened its army, and honed its political institutions. Every conflict, every victory, and even every setback contributed to a culture that valued resilience, strategy, and civic duty. The sack of Rome and rebuilding. In 387 BC, Rome suffered a devastating blow when the city was sacked by the Gauls. Many thought it might never recover. But instead of despairing, the Romans united and rebuilt stronger than before. One leader emerged as a symbol of hope, Marcus Camillus, often called the second founder of Rome. Through brilliant military campaigns and wise governance, he restored the city, ensuring Rome remained a dominant force in Italy. This period taught Romans a crucial lesson. True strength lies not in avoiding defeat, but in rising after it. Resilience and unity became the foundation of Roman identity. Legacy of Rome's beginnings. Rome's early history is a story of courage, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of justice. The myths of Aeneas, the laws of the 12 Tables, and the heroism of figures like Horatius all shaped a culture that valued bravery, wisdom, and civic responsibility. These beginnings were not just historical events, they were lessons in leadership, morality, and resilience. They created a blueprint that would influence civilizations for centuries to come. Rome was more than a city, it was an idea that a society built on shared values, courage, and unity could overcome the greatest challenges. The story of how Rome began is not just about dates and battles, it's about people, values, and the spirit of a civilization determined to rise from humble beginnings to greatness. From the heroic journey of Aeneas to the reforms of the early Republic, Rome's origins teach us that perseverance, courage, and unity can create an enduring legacy. As we reflect on Rome's early journey, it's remarkable to see how much of their success came not from sheer force, but from adaptability, learning from mistakes, and valuing every member of society. From forming alliances with neighboring tribes to creating laws that balanced power, the Romans demonstrated a forward-thinking approach that allowed their civilization to endure challenges that might have destroyed others. Their story reminds us that greatness is often built quietly, through careful planning, resilience, and the courage to change when necessary. If you enjoyed this journey through history, like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next episode. Join us as we continue exploring the legendary stories that shaped the very fabric of Rome and the ancient world.